If you move, last year you also stated that if you move to Africa, you would meet with the leaders of African nations and convince them to enact policies which, in less than 4 years, have whites and so-called Jews begging to do business with African nations and have Africans living the way people are supposed to live. According to multiple reports, there are over 200 million Africans living in extreme poverty. My second question is, since you believe you have the knowledge and the ability to raise over 200 million Black Africans out of extreme poverty in less than 4 years, why won't you do so now?
Well, hey, pardon me, you read him up?
Yes.
Pardon me. Hey, brother, caller.
Yes.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
I don't know who ever told you can't read, brother. You can read very well. I just wanted to say that.
Yes, you can.
All right, I appreciate
yes,
that.
You
and
can
see,
read.
I know there's a lot of people that would like to speak with Urema, so that's why I'm trying to, get this out very quick and not hold up the
No, you're doing a great job. I just wanted to commend you on however you practice. You sound very well, eloquently spoken, brother.
I appreciate it. I give all the credit to my father. He was an educator. But Urema, can you answer that question for me? And then I have one more question.
The premise is this: is that first of all, I don't have access to large media, which is a key component in this. I don't have reparations, so I don't even have the money to go to Africa. But on the premise that I did, this is what I do know. And the reason I can't do this now is because we live in a society where 1% of the U.S. population controls 90% of the wealth. And so we look at people like Steve Harvey, people like Ray Lewis as our leaders. If I could get on that level to get people to listen to me, trust and believe that I would get those African leaders to listen. And this is what I do know. Let me finish. This is what I do know. Let me finish. This is what I do know, is that all the resources that the Akebulon continent has, because that's what it's called, Akebulon, that's the real name. All the resources that it has, if that country was shut down and they emulated and took the blueprint of what China did, because China did the same thing, if they emulated and took that blueprint from what China did, they would be able to feed all of their 200 million that are suffering simply off cobalt and coltan, which comes off the continent, which is used to make our cell phones and laptop computers. Just that alone would be able to raise those 200 million people. This is fact. They are literally raping the Congo right now. So all you got to do is look it up. You're a well-studied man. Look it up.
That doesn't really answer my question. I just said you stated that if you move to Africa, you would meet with the leaders of African nations and convince them to enact policies which is less than 4 years. So are you saying that
you just asked me?
No. Sir, we're trying to get along. We're trying to get on the show. He did answer the question.
Let me move on.
Okay, but I'm not going to allow you to do what you're trying to do. Is you're trying to double speak and over talk me. I'm not going to allow you to do that. You asked me a question. I gave you the answer. I told you I don't have the money to even get to the continent of Africa right now. Your question I heard very specifically. I read and I comprehend. What you said is, why am I not doing that right now? I just told you why I'm not doing that right now, because I don't have the money to do that right now. I don't know how to be any simpler. When you say I don't answer your question and I answer your question, I don't know what that means.
Okay, well, you started talking about China and stuff. Okay, well, let me move on to the last question, sir. Let me move to the question. Okay, the last question.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay. Late last year, you stated white people in general and racist whites in particular don't want Black Americans to relocate to Africa.